Hello, Divine Sunshiners. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. Hello, welcome. This is Divine Unisouls. And this is, I am your host, Divine Sunshine. I'm laughing because I have been through a whole spiel of talking, and this was again, and it was flashing to tell me it wasn't on. I did not hit record. So I'm going to start back over my field all over again. Just saying that again, this is the Lion's Gate. Some of us are probably feeling a lot of the symptoms. I know with me, the throat, headaches, all those things, the downloads of new energies that's coming online. Some of us have feeling very happy or exhilarant or exuberant is the word, as well as we on this path as well. Spirit has brought to me as well that when we're talking about the divine masculine energies for me, and that's maybe a kind of check in line, that there's a new way in which we are to do the readings, and maybe that's just for me, or it might be for those of you all that might get it too. We had been doing, but last time we did like the divine feminine energies and divine masculine energies, it was more so of a thing of a competition, or divine masculine energies. The divine feminine stand for the female, and the divine masculine stood for the divine masculine energies. Spirit says another way of looking at it now when your readings is, if I put on my channel divine feminine energies, that means what's going on the inside of your person. Hey, when inside, remember divine feminine means in their being, what they feel, again what they're observing on the outside that probably needs to be adjusted or fixed, or about themselves. The divine masculine energies is how they're standing in their power, how they're showing up in the world, how they get that going to it, get it kind of power. So that's what the divine masculine energies, and that means you can be a male or a female. So they're saying it's a new aspect to really be looking at what is going on. Also with this Lion's Gate here, a lot of divine intelligence, a lot of movement, a lot of things, even upgrading of gifts as well. My auras have been popping off. I found also that the other day I was doing some house cleaning in the bathroom. I turned around and I seen at the doorway a tall lady with a beautiful flowing white gown and gold trim. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I know a lot of times they were saying about us in the spiritual worlds as leaders that, again, you know, we have to be open to new gifts coming on, and we can't stay with just one trick pony. We should be ever evolving, even in our gifts and our crafts. So that was one thing that I seen. So this energy is coming in strong. It's coming in with a lot of great changes, and like I said in the video before, this is a game changer. This is not playing. This is, again, and I do agree with Steve Tarot as well, that again, that this is putting you back on track for destiny. If you've been way off track and some things have not came online with what your heart wants and things that it's desiring, it's putting you back on track. If you're not on your mission, and go to my podcast, I think that's released too on Podbean and on Spotify, about there are 2 missions. I've talked about that. I go into more extensive on the podcast about what the 2 missions are, and Spirit, while I was even doing the podcast, told me there's actually 3, and I'm feeling also in a fork in the road that it's also 4 too as well. And so what I'm going to do in this reading, since we're on the Lion's Gates, happy Lion's Gate Day as well, is to tap in while these energies are so strong, and tap into the divine masculine energies. That means, what is your person wanting to do outside? Because a lot of times, and I think Ethereal 77 sources for me for bringing it to my attention, and she's like, okay, when you read for me, is this reading like from the 50 aspect, or what's going on? And so it would be saying really the divine feminine energies aspect that I had been for her. When it's like that, it's about what the spirit actually want in the soul. I will, when I say in the divine masculine energies, I'm talking about what they really actually are about to do in the world. You know, again, divine masculine energies is about how you show up, about how you stand in your authority, what things you're planning, how you're doing, and how you're moving in the world. So we're going to look into the divine masculine and say, world, thanks for making the world a better place. Okay, thank you. All right. So we're going to look at in using the decks here about the energy. So let's look and see about the divine masculine energies in your person. What is it with them? The divine masculine energies in your person is looking at victory, moving into victory. Because it to me, when I look at this, it's saying because the divine feminine energies is meditating, going within. It says it has a meditative mind. They have a state of being of victory. Her eyes are closed, even with this gold here going all around her head. Even her mind is, I think I had said that, stayed on thee. It stayed on this victory. She's meditating. She's feeling, to me, in her being, in her essence. She's becoming one with it. A lot of times, if you want to manifest something, you really get yourself in that mindset. And I feel like she is. It's like I'm feeling the victory, like I am victorious, that it is here in this present tense. And so that draws in more of the victory feel and more of the victory to manifest in the world. This is what's going on with this. The divine feminine is closing her eyes to what's happening in the world, what's going out there. This is the beingness of the divine masculine. So this is divine feminine in the outer, whichever charge you want to say, the female, and then also the divine feminine in the spirit within your person is meditating on having victory. Okay, in having this is understanding that the divine masculine energies here is willing to start back over again and is calling in a storm, because something about it in their foundation, about their spirit, soul, and body, is not resonating with this victory. And it needs this tower moment to happen. I remember one time speaking to April, and she was telling me, she said, I don't know what it is with your person, but your person wants this hard tower. It's like this is what they need. And in some aspects, I can say on me, sometimes I've always said I've got to be pushed. I have to be pushed into it. I might say, oh, I want it, and I'll sit on the fence. But, until I see like, okay, it's gone, or somebody's about to come get it, or the deadline is upon me, or it looks like I might not be able to have that, then that is when, I have to call on the tower. The tower moment has to be called in order for me to move. This is what's happening here. I see lightning here, which lets me know the divine intervention is at play. Is intensifying. That's interesting here in the shot. We've been having a lot of thunderstorms going on here, and this is important for us to understand that that's what the divine masculine is doing. He's moving into the divine masculine energy. So just because I use he does not mean that it's a him only. It could be a female too as well. Is saying, you know what? After I have this storm, this is going to help me to move into my standing in my power, my true essence of standing in authority, having healthy boundaries. I see 11:11 as well. And so it's going to create this balance in the divine feminine energies and the divine masculine energies. Okay, so this is where they are in their energies right now. So let's take a look see and see as far as what is it that I'm going to say is their soul's journey. So to me it's a lesson. So what is the lesson that the divine masculine energies, that means in the world, what are they working on? Freedom. Usually say yes. Some of y'all say, yeah, I picture that. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness and love. Okay. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So what I feel when I look at these two things is that the divine masculine wants freedom from whatever this karmic situation or whatever thing they're in. And that means that's a person, place, or thing. Okay. BRB, they got my name, my initials up here. And shopping and sale. to this one, and it says to possess, to understand. It's a lot of the divine masculine energies, even in our counterparts, and we pick that up. Feel as if that happiness is not synonymous with them. You say, what does that mean? It does not seem like they align with it. Some of them, again, that I've heard as well, like align with making bad choices, and these bad choices always lead to something bad happening. And so, what happens with that is the flea theory. Why should I keep on going after that? Because I'm gonna hit my head on top of the jar anyway, which is like the flea theory, where they jump to the top of the jar, try to get out, and then somebody comes along and takes the jar lid off, and then they jump still at that same height, although someone has came along and took the top off, and they can jump out of the jar, but they're so conditioned to jump to a certain height, because each time when they did it before on it, they hurt themselves. And so now this all of a sudden is just like, for them, they state, why should I even attempt to go beyond this barrier? But the barrier has been removed, and they're still doing right here. It's like, but you can keep on going, but they still stay right there. So this is what it is that Spirit is bringing to me, in this energy that I'm picking up here, is that, again, possess, create. There's been a barrier or a block there that has stopped them from wanting or being able to, again, have this freedom. Okay, and so this is the issue, as a person, place, a thing. Also, they want to be able to commit to love. What I'm seeing and feeling from the energies from these cards is that there's a definition of what true love is that's being questioned, and what is being redefined here, and what is it that I am worthy of, or I should have. Possession means it should be mine. Beforehand, when it came to the divine masculine energies, they have been a question mark. They have questioned themselves. Should I have the divine feminine energies, or should I have the divine feminine? Not just the energies, but the divine feminine. Should I have this person is in my opposite, polar opposite of energies, or my other self, or my twin flame, or whatever it is that you want to call it, your divine lover? Should I be able to have that? And a lot of times it's because of self-worth. That's an issue. And so again, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. This means that, again, on this journey, and what the divine masculine energies are working on, practice. That means practice means perfect. So what does that mean? That means that this divine masculine energy that's showing up in the world as your person is working on making practice make permanent, or practice makes perfect, so they can get themselves perfected, or to the point that they feel that they have self-worth and self-value, and they have obtained where they feel confident that, hey, I can go after my person right now. Right now, the divine counterpart, or your divine lover, is right now practicing. Okay, it's like something over and over again. There's some trial and errors happening where they're getting to the point that, again, some through these trial and errors is also helping them to understand that I don't want the situation that I'm in, rather this person plays a thing. I'm doing the flea thing. I keep on jumping up, and some of them is like, I don't care about the jar thing. I'm gonna keep on until I break through this barrier, or keep on talking to myself till I know that this so-called barrier that was, I believe, that's still there, that I find out it is not there, and I take the fool's journey, and I leap, and I find myself to come out of that jar. Again, some of them, again, is getting this freedom from, again, going back to the crabs in the barrel. Remember, mine's tarots pretty much is a story, and they link from one to another. So this is another chapter, but a continuation, like a series, like on Netflix. So I like the Netflix series. Okay, by the Divine Unisoul series. And so from each one. So this is where they are here, understanding, seeing it, being able to see it. Because I told you here, the Divine Feminine energies is about inwardly getting a touch and saying, I'm seeing this victory and having love and having freedom. It is the Divine Masculine energies as far as how he's able to see it on the outside. They may open himself into the world and be able to see love, to see what is true love for them, beyond just looking at the illusions. So this is where they are. When we look at, I want to look at this freedom card. I want to do it with this one clear. What's going on with the Divine Masculines in the world about this freedom? Freedom from what? I got you. Thank you. So they believe that by ascending, they'll be able to have freedom and go to the next one. But they know they need to, in their actions, they need to ascend. That means they need to rise above where they are, take the lessons, and start leveling up. Okay? When we talk about freedom, it's about this high priestess here. It's really about getting into, again, seeing beyond the illusions. Like I said here, in their spirit, knowing that there is something else out there for them, seeing that they are not actually in bondage or imprisoned. Some of them have an issue with this drugs and alcohol. Freedom from that, there is an issue with them in the Divine Masculine energies. That means in the world that they're struggling with this. This is a codependency. This is an addiction that they've got to work through. They are also about this freedom. When they think about it, I feel like, to me, they get very emotional. Some of them get anxiety. Some of them get actually panicky. And some of them also get almost like panic attacks when we're talking about this freedom. But he knows freedom from the lovers. Now, I get a fork in the road feelings with this one. The person that they have claimed to be their lovers, so that could be somebody that they have, again, committed to be with, a wife, or a long-term partnership, or whatever like that, or even on the job, maybe some contractual that they said, I signed a contract, I'm supposed to be here for X amount of months doing this work, or whatever it is, a house, or whatever like that. Whatever it is, it's like some kind of way it was a connection that, again, that to me, when I look here, there's some knowledge. I see a tree here that's supposed to be gained by it, but we're taking two paths to gain that knowledge as well. I'm also wanting this freedom, again, to be with the lover as well. And then this duality, there's a conflict and duality. It's about a conflict of them saying, I'm not free, to I am free. So there's a duality about that. It's a duality about what's going on within themselves and the Divine Feminine energies, and what's going on with the Divine Masculine energies. When we're talking about the love, let's look and see, clarify about how's that looking up in the world. What's going on with the Divine Masculines collectively about love. One card, beautiful. The Emperor is about really becoming the Emperor, really fighting those battles about the two polarities or energies that's coming there, and becoming the person, whatever it is. To me, it might be two polarities, lightness and darkness. The polarity of them fighting, again, about what's happening inside of themselves and what's happening outside of themselves, and bringing it together. I see two pillars here. That means, again, about foundations and creating a balance, but for the Divine Feminine energies and the Divine Masculine energies too as well. And so that's what it is, becoming an Emperor, ascending and truly coming into their true power. So this is what, again, how they're doing that through the practices, being able to see all the good that's around them. So that's what's going on with the Divine Masculine energies right now. They're really in that love thing, trying to be really the king, and we want to see in the tarot, that's really got the power of everything. I'm hearing the song, I got the power. So they got the power of all of those things coming. Now, let me look and see what's happening about in the karmic. What kind of karmic lessons is the Divine Masculine energies? That means in the world, how they're showing up. This is in the physical 3D. So what's going on as far as them with this? I'm going to pull it back. Yes, reason. How I'm saying, the reasons that we're here. disappear. That's okay. So the reasons, I'm hearing Earth, Wind, and Fires. The reasons why we're here. To me, when I'm thinking about it, and they kept brought out that line, the reasons why we're here is again going back to the contractual. I've been hearing that on a lot of videos. The contract, going back to review the contract. What did we sign up for? What did we agree upon on this one? And so then it's like again, the lesson is listen to advice, think clearly, and intellect. Number 15. To me, some of the things that again that's going on with them internally, there's dead. I'm looking at this. When I see this, I always think about the karmic. The person, place, a thing. Understand that to me, is there is a person or a place, a thing that's holding on to them, but it's a lot of things that's dead. Okay, they're in the driver's seat, believing that they got control of the situation, and the divine masculine energies is looking for advice. Okay, I can understand that, and wants to really think clearly at this point, and to be intellectual about the choices that they're about to make here. And that's the karmic lesson, which is again helping them to be able to make the right decision, to put them on the right path. And again, I'm seeing coach. I don't know why I see coach twins, but again, like this person is maybe helping to coach them into the direction the spirit wants them. And that could be spiritual guides, divine intelligence, source, whatever your A team, as I call mine, the angels, the ancestors, that's the A team that kicks in. So that also helping as well. And so in doing that, is really helping them, because whatever that they are here in this space within them, that they are not listening, and whatever it is dead, is gone. It's almost like I told my friend that I think I told you all too about that my elementary school teacher said that again, that channel is closed, and some of us are still holding on to these skeletons as well. By things, skeletons to the things of the past, things they have kind of died down, the secrets, the bad things, or whatever like that, holding on to it and figuring, hey, if I can't let this go because this is so part of me. What if anybody else finds out about me? And I think that it's also leading us to understand about the vulnerability too as well. This needs to bring. I'm gonna hit this. What's the reasons? Let me hit this card one more time to see about, because this to me gives me more of the worldly aspect. The reasons about fame. Well, the first thing I open up, something about this jumped to me. To me, fame is like, how is other people looking at me? Okay, love, when it goes straight like that, that's divine spirit picking this up. Disgust. Okay, so something about the divine masculine wants to really find out about in their situation. There's total disgustment about, like, this is really this is disgusting me. I'm picking up from them in the energies, like, it's disgusting me that I'm here. It's disgusting me that I can't really like pick up my own bed and walk, or pick myself up by my own bootstraps, like I'm still staying here. And I just really don't understand why it disgusts me about the situation, the person that they're with, or the situation, person, place, a thing, how they're acting, and it's just like, really, like I want to get rid of this. It's time to take out the trash. But I'm there. So I'm feeling with this divine masculine energies, it's like it's going twofold. I'm mad at myself that I'm here. I'm disgusted with myself. I'm disgusted with the people. And I'm really trying to find a way to get out of it. What I'm picking up from the energies too is, and guys are telling me that this was not a place they had been in before. This is like really something again that has been, and I told you it was an urgency about a couple of readings ago, that's really being pushed upon, which is helping them to kind of open their eyes, or as the divine feminine energies focus in on having victory, because they're really not liking about what's going on. Let me pick up another one, okay, to see what else. And they want relief. How you spell it? Whether you used to take Tums. Some of them, again, is giving them like gas, digestive bloating, because they're so nervous. I'm picking up these ancient anxiety and being really, truly showing it really in the 3D about what's going on with your person in this. But they want relief. They want reasons, and these reasons is going to give them relief as to, it's almost like somebody giving them permission uh, for yeah. And so this is another way in which is to give them relief, and this relief is giving them a way to I had it and then I lost it because I'm looking like it's like again them to really have a reason to be able to actually um, leave and go from wherever it is. This relief is it's something that somebody's got to give them permission. Thank they brought it back to me. Permission in order to be okay that they want this relief. You know, beforehand, it seems like even me, I don't know, this person is feeling kind of, that I'm picking up, is feeling bad that they really want out of the situation, you know, and it's like they might have invested so much time and energy into it that it's like, you know, me doing this. I'm really kind of disgusting myself that it's gotten to this point. Like, I'm really thinking about getting out of this, and they're not really proud about what's going on, but they need this advice. So this advice is almost like a sigh of relief, like, okay, it's okay for me to think this way. I should stop thinking I'm disgusted about myself, that I'm saying I'm not happy where I'm at, or I'm not happy at this job, or I'm not happy at this home. So this is what it is that's going on. There's a conflict going on as well. You have 3 sticks in here. Excuse me, I'm talking to my kids. You have 3 sticks. All 3 of them do not belong to you. Thank you. Get your stick. Get your stick. Get it. Go and get your stick. Get your stick. Get your stick. Talking to my furry kids. Okay. There you go. And so that is what's going on with them. It's just like me telling her, get the stick, get the stick. It's like literally they need some advice or somebody to tell them it's okay for you to want something different. It's okay to say it's not working. It's okay for you to go after something that's really truly after your heart. You know, this is where it is. So we got this, that. Okay, I did this one. Okay, we did Sojourney. We did not look at. Okay, so how are they to let's get into some solutions. How are they right now in divine masculine energies, the spirit, where are they being guided to kind of work on this? What's going on with them? We got this love, we got this freedom, we want these reasons, they got this victory, they called on this storm. Got all the cards, right? Yeah. Okay, so what is the shadow work that the divine masculine is collectively has got to work on? Okay, so the divine masculines here, when I look at this, is naked before the stars. So the divine masculine energies has got to get into the point where it is they're naked. They got to get vulnerable. They got to tell people, hey, it's something wrong. I'm not happy in this marriage. You know, again, in their spirit, how they're showing up in the world. Stop doing the can, which act is, if I pulled out them other ones, it's a can card. Where I'm putting on the show for everybody. I just got on here and somebody was saying on the video, YouTube, I was scrolling through and just looking at the time feeds, because sometimes I don't have to watch. I just look for the trends of what everybody's saying and how the shifting of the energies are through the reading, and how spirit and source is giving the message about what's going on. Was saying that with the divine masculine energies, that there is an act in which they're not getting very real about what's happening, especially on like Instagram and Facebook. Excuse me if I lose, and let me tell you this thoughts, because right now my mind is getting upgraded, and I can tell it's like, phew, I'm putting in data and then I gotta wait for it to reset, And then it gives me the guidelines. Because, okay, here you go, spirit guide. So if I have those things like she's not rambling, but she's like, okay, she had the thought and it's gone. So excuse me because I'm putting this out here, but then I'm being upgraded at the same time. So just excuse me on that. Okay, so here it is again, showing the vulnerability, not putting on the show, not putting on the brave face, not putting on faking the funk, or being filet fishy about things. It's like again, really put it in there just like the filet fish. It ain't 100% codfish. It's 100% of some other fish parts that they done put together in the filet of fish. And so this is again letting people know, hey, this is not, I'm not being 100% real here. Getting down to the nitty gritty. That's the shadow work that they got to do. Stop putting up these fronts and bravery. Especially if you're a male, you have to do that. And even with the divine feminine energies, we're pushed into society to act a certain way, to be a certain way. And sometimes on both genders, vulnerability is not rewarded. Okay, it is looked upon or frowned upon as a sign of weakness. We are now moving into that energies that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to say I don't know the answers to everything. It's okay to be again by other standards, which is weak, because now we are finding out that being weak, it takes a great amount of strength to show your weakness to people like that. So that's that one. Black flower fragrance. The understanding that how you can be able to embrace the ugliness and still learn a lesson and find the sweetness in those things. That goes back to just plainly put, like I say about LL Essentials, Daniel Boone. He always credit that because I love that saying. We don't take L's, we take lessons. That to me is again taking those black flowers there, taking something ugly and finding how you can make lemons into lemonade. Okay, about the situations. This is about the reasons. Like they're saying, why am I here? And I said, the reasons why we're here. So that is defining the reasons of why we're here would be, again, seeing in the lessons, being in this, again, being able to release that marriage and saying, hey, this was not a loss. Hey, baby, you ended up with two beautiful or three beautiful children out of it. And you're saying, hey, that's the beauty part of it. That's the black flowers and the fragrance that comes out of this that might be ugly as far as in the dynamics of the connections, but I'm walking out of this smelling sweet again because there's some sweetness in it. That job, hey, I've been on there 20 years. I can talk on my own. I've been in this 20 years at this job again. I learned a lot of things, and some of those things that I've learned there, I've seen that I can apply to the new job that I'm at. That's a beauty. There's no loss, although it didn't end on a nice note, but then I knew at that time it's time for me to go, and I took what I learned there and I applied it to where it's no losses, just lessons learned. So it's the same thing. That's funny. The other day, and I tell this very quickly. We had went out. My mom's old school, and she likes to have those tape recorders so she can make tapes off of stuff off of YouTube. Don't ask me. Don't go there and say what she can just listen. Don't try to figure out what she's thinking, because you won't understand. So then she's like, but I listen to those things and then they're playing at night and they don't stop, and sometimes I like them subliminal messages, and I want to get a tape recorder so I can tape it. Okay, we're going to Best Buy. I knew Best Buy didn't have it, but I just went to go see. And the lady said, I don't think we have them online. My mom was like, no, I want to see it in person because the stuff that's online is kind of deceiving. I can understand that, so I got to see it in person. We went there to Best Buy. They didn't have it. So lo and behold, we'll start looking for some other things. And so, we was like, oh, while we're here, let's look at some other things that we need for the house. And so we started looking and estimating things. And then next door, they had like the Best Buy outlet. And we're looking at and sizing up stuff. Saying, oh, okay, yeah. So now we know how much we need if we're going to buy X, Y, and Z. And so then as we're going along, we're like, well, hey, while we out here, let's go shop at GFS and get some stuff, some seasonings and cooking supplies that we need while we're here. And then next after we do that, where do we go? She's like, she wants some Mexican food or whatever. and we went to another place. We went to Office Max thinking that maybe they had it there. They didn't have it. And so then I thought somebody, when I had went out the other night and taken my umbrella, I'm cursing up a storm. I'm just telling you the truthfulness about me. I'm being vulnerable in my DM. And I said, I'll be damned. The valet stole my umbrella. I got to buy another umbrella. So while I'm there, I'm looking. And so I see an umbrella. I said, well, let me get this, a tablet so I can write my notes and go out. So lo and behold, I go in the car. I'm cursing and saying about that. Them people who haven't took it, X, Y, and Z on them. And so, because it looked like it was about to rain. And I go back in the back. Speed said, go back in the back. I look in the back. It's in the back trunk. Anyway, don't be laughing at me. So then I said, well, you know what? Hey, ain't no problem about that. I said, what I'm going to do is have one umbrella for one car and take the other umbrella I just bought and put it in the other car. Fine. What I say that in all and saying is that, again, there's no lessons there. That it's always something, no matter, we could have sat there and been disappointed. And I was like, dang, you didn't get your voice recorder. I'd be darn. Well, this whole day was a darn waste. But we ventured and found so many other things that we needed while we, I say, while we're out. Let's find and price about things that we need for the house. While we out, let's go get some things for the kitchen. While we out, you know, hey, we in Office Max, let's go get another umbrella. So that was not a total bust. That is the way in which we should be, although there's disappointments that happen and occur, that again, we could be able to take those flowers and find the fragrance. Although they might be ugly in looks, they're black. But again, the sweet smell that comes from that, or the sweet experience that we had from that disappointment, should be it. Okay? All right, then. Let's go on to the next thing. I thought that was valuable for you all to know. Let's look at other things as far as what is spirit. We're almost going to wrap up. So what is the life changes that's going to occur for this divine masculine energies? In the world, or how they're showing up in the world. Life changes. Some of them are going to be moving. So some of them, again, they're going to eliminate some things. I see the color brown. Really rely upon them getting really grounded and rooted in some things, because they're really trying to go after. I see orange here. Some healthy relationships. What's that? I see that. Healthy relationships. As well, and manifesting some things, because really the whole objective and intentions that's being set is because getting it in alignment with the heart desire, okay, and then also standing in their power. Let that be the center of everything that just is the driving force for them to push them to be able to move, because really about this elimination, whatever needs to be eliminated is, again, is in black and white. We had that in the last one. What it said, release and let go, detach and move on. This is, again, is continuation from the last one. This is here, showing kids. So some of the divine masculine will be moving out of the place, moving from where they are in a relationship to something else, moving from one job to another, moving, again, from one house to another. So that's going to be happening. The divine masculine energies, things are going to change because they're going to get sentimental. And what I pick up from that is that the divine masculine energies has been detached, but detached in the wrong way. Detached to say, it's not bothering me, being kind of aloof to things, you know, not really feeling, I almost about to say, you have that kind of Aquarius kind of like vibe, or air sign kind of vibe, where they're kind of a little loft as well. And so, and having that, not being too much, again, engaged in things, this now energies in the divine masculine energies is going to cause for them to start looking and saying, you know what, you need to start really reviewing your life. I can see notification. And you really not need to stop kind of like just glancing or glazing over it. You really need it. Sentimental means, again, it's like really plugging in and really reviewing about your life's things. Excuse me for 1 second. I'm sorry, excuse me. And so understanding that is really going to help this divine masculine to really get into his feelings, really review about what things work, what things didn't work, what things I should count off as being a lesson learned, no failures, no loser. It comes at the end of this, and then really to be the things that's going to change about, to me, also sentimental about some things that he really shouldn't be sentimental, and go back to that energies of there's no F's given, okay, that we did a couple of readings ago, because some of he's going to find out that I really was sentimental, and being so sentimental I wasn't able to really see the something before the grass, the trees beyond the forest, or the grass really isn't green. That's why I'm keep on getting pushed to say that one, as I thought it was, as I'm looking in retrospect. And so that's something that you have to look at, as well. So this is what's going to change, because this is going to help him. I'm looking at this is a little dark. So again, about those sentimental feelings, about how he's being able to build healthy relationships. Some of those things are not healthy when he does this life review. And then also seeing about where he's got to, again, create healthy and manifest the direction that he wants to have, okay? I gotta wrap it up. My kids is over here fighting over stuff that's the same stuff I already had just gave her, for that. I'm sorry, my kids are like real kids. I'm sorry. You say they just dolls? No, on that as well. So I'm gonna be getting off of here soon, with that. All right then, let's see what the spirit is saying, that how they're again working as far as in the relationship department, as far as your connection, what's going on. See right straight there. Okay, so right now the divine masculine energies is really learning how to forgive and learn. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. What I feel like, especially like in the butterfly thing, if you are all in a separation period, my thing is to let them go ahead and be, I want to say, knee deep, pushing up their sleeves into that and really do the work and undisturb them. Do not disturb them. Let them go on ahead and learn what they need, the lessons learned, because to me is healing some things of the past. I can see some things maybe they might have heard, had dealt with the father lineage. They got to heal that, not taking on the same things, those epigenetics, or those things through the bloodline, and clearing for the father. Don't need you, and remember I told you about separation. Don't really need you to be there with your energy. You can try to help them to clear that. That is something that they got to do it on their own in the divine masculine energies. That's female and males, and it's bringing it to, because it was showing to me, it's like, yeah, you got some stuff you can be able to clear too as well. It had been brought to me to say it again, to look at some things and see what is the things on your father's side that you've seen, or some patterns or some things that have occurred and happened, and then to see about maybe those are some ways in which your person is trying to clear. And also for you and your divine masculine energies, look and see about what things is happening on your father's side, and see how maybe in looking at your relationships, how, or what's going on with you, how you could be able to clear it on your side too. And that's pretty much, or you can look and review and see about what things you have cleared, and see, oh, this is what I'm doing for my father's side. It's very interesting to do that, listen, to sit, and maybe if you have living parents or whatever like that, maybe you say, I don't know too much about what's going on with my father. Maybe you can have some people kind of fill in the blanks, and then kind of help you to see, okay, this is what I'm seeing, and you might see some of the reasons about on your contract, your soul contract, or about the reasons about why you came along, and to help to clear that as a divine feminine, a divine masculine, or a twin flame, or a light work, or whatever like that, because that might be part of your mission too as well, and that might be the fourth mission, which is family, trying to get that straight. as well, because I'm seeing the number 4 there. So something about the masculine energies is something with divine intelligence and divine intervention is at play, because I see the angels here, and some forgiveness that's got to be here, the dawn. It's interesting. I've never seen this before, but this looks like one of them things that this man's got a horn thing. You know, they used to put it in your ear so you could be able to see. Do you see it on his lap? You see that? Something about the divine, the males, figures, or the male lineage, or the masculine, or the paternal lineage, has a problem of hearing things clearly, as well. And that might be you might see you doing something that has to do with communications that you're clearing, as well. And you said like what? So if I would say as an example, mine would be again, having a voice. I think we had strong females on my dad's side that didn't allow for the masculines too much to express themselves. That's got to be cleared in the divine masculine energies coming down the pipeline, or either doing too much of it, being too forceful as a female, but not hearing everybody else's side. It's just, no, it's my way, because of some things that have happened, some abandonment, in relationships, caused them to say it's all about team me. I'm gonna do it my way. I gotta take on the female and the male role. I'll be the mom and the dad. Bump that. Always being very assertive, being very much in that role, and then some kind of way you got your heart checked out, or you snuff out anybody else to try to express something entirely different. Not liking anybody having opposition about what's being stated. And so this is coming out, and that's something again that's got to clear. Something about communications is either hearing or speaking it, or the way I'm being heard, might be an issue, or whatever it is. How people talk to me and what I'm hearing is, I'm looking at the negative. Somebody might just say one thing like, hey, they take it negatively, like that. I want to introduce that. Like, oh, okay, your hair is cute, like what happened? You used to have it straight, or used to wear the locks, what happened with that? And it's just an honest question. But me and my sensitivity, I might be saying, oh, they don't like my hair. I need to change it. It's too this, it's too ethnic. Maybe they don't like, and then like the person probably said, that's not really what, but you know what? All through the epigenetics, all through the other lines, everybody has a problem of really clearly hearing people, understanding and not knowing the difference between being criticized and not being criticized. That's what I pick up with that. Let me pick a clarifier with that, as well. We're almost finished. But this is the Lionsgate, the Divine Masculine Energy Special. Seeing here, it works. See here? Whoa, I love it when that's that. I told you divine intelligence is a play. When they do that, that's like they're really saying, I'm picking, and the notification's been going off the chain. Observer. There's some things that, again, they're moving in and they're observing some things. That's what I thought, because like I said, I feel like something about this divine masculine energies has been oblivious. And something about now they're looking at, and I think that came out in the other reading, where they're looking and seeing and saying, I'm kind of not liking what I'm seeing. And and so there is a need, to be able to actually look and see, is there a way you love me? Is it the way you love me? And what is it that you actually seeing? Are they really truly loving me? Remember I talked about compassion and unconditional love. This thing here is really running into this thing here of understanding about the observing, and it's a new beginning that they're sitting on. Interested in this instrument here is how I'm observing and thinking, looking at the moon. New beginning. Moons can represent new beginnings too. Eggs to me represents new beginnings. Understanding, getting rid of the illusion and the moving into intuition and awareness. That's what moons can also represent. And this being fox, being very clever. To me, clever is another thing as far as using some kind of like we call it street smart, as well so as book smarts, and slapping them together. That's what clever means to me. Using about what things that have you learned through your experiences, well so as your knowledge about and your wisdom, along with what things you have learned, like knowledge, and slapping it all together. To me, that's cleverness. It's a little bit with a little more finesse to it than just a cookie cutter, like page 99 says or page 23 says. That it's a little step above where you mixing in knowledge and experience today with a little wit to it, to be able to maneuver. And so this is what is happening to understand about what I observe in my what I observe. I see there's some forgiving and some learning that needs to go on. And like I said, we don't take L's, we take again lessons here, and this is what they're learning here, right here. So even in we're talking about the connection, the divine masculine is understanding that it's learning some things. I know in Scott's in the tarot, Steve Tarot's thing. Oh, I'm picking up somebody named Scott. I don't know what that is about. Tarot's thing had stated that the divine masculine energies. I'm getting another shot. Hold on a second. There is a shift. It'll come to me. Some other things bring to me. Plus, my side is itching. The divine masculine energies are being led in another issue. In another direction. Here we go. Calling. I don't know what. And so they forgiving and learning and looking and seeing about what things need to change. I think that's a sign for me to come on and wrap this up. And it's really about how they're being observing now, how the way they're being loved too as well. It might come to me, it may not. Sorry, they're coming. I'm not sorry, but again, for those that might can't say what's going on with her, but again, like I said, and I might be catching other people's wavelengths. Let's see. Do you want to come? No, don't want to play. Last advice that we need to know about what they're saying. Us as the person who is watching. The divine masculine energies are changing directions. For the divine feminine energies, I am itching. My side is itching. For the divine, and these are both feminine. For the divine masculine energies that is experiencing this, they should not worry. Worry not. To me, I'm looking at her, just got a hand out, waiting for the universe to take her hand, and to be really free about this. And then also, don't worry about the changes that's going on, because they're leading you into a certain direction as well. Everything on my right side is itching. Now my feet is itching. My rib was itching. It's just like all this energy. Itchy. Let me see what the advice that's coming in for the divine feminine that's watching this. What in the advice does Spirit have for you that's watching? Visualize, affirm, and manifest. Okay, this is the same thing like this victory card. You see her? She looks like she's visualized. She looks like she's manifesting, and she looks like she is affirming. Okay, because even though things on the outside seem like it's nothing coming in, don't worry about it. That's just illusions. Understand that again, all of these energies are again coming to her. It's got energies that's coming to her from, it looks like her third eye, her hands. To me, I'm thinking about that man on the YouTube for Mind Valley. He's talking about, I wake up every morning and I start moving my hands like I'm also moving and manipulating things. It looks like, again, that your hands are also being, again, they are chakras too as well. To be able to move things and manipulate and to be able to manifest things and heal things too. To me, this is healing. As well, as far as also visualizing it, but you're healing as well. That's going to help the divine masculine energies too, because he is also dealing with healing the past. Advice as well for you: whatever you ask the question, and it's a yes. Okay. She's got, isn't that the love sign? Love. So again, that is miraculous. I caught a flying bug. With my hand when I did that. Oh my God, that's interesting. So whatever it is, it's a yes. You know what that is? Whatever is to release something that's going on, and she got jeans on. Remind me of Mardi Gras. And then the next thing is unseen blessings. Understand that again. Even to me, it looks like through the tears that might be shed, or you're not understanding about what's going on currently with the divine masculine. And some of you all might be in separation, or again, the communication isn't as consistent as it was before. They're working on things. So you haven't seen them. You don't know what's going on with the person. Again, know the spirit is working with them, getting them in alignment. She heard the notification, getting them in alignment, and there is an unseen blessing that is coming from all of this movement and all this change with this, with your divine counterpart, or with this divine masculine energy. So just let it go on. It might, I heard somebody say, it hurts like hell. Yeah, it might hurt as well. But at the same time, you know, I'm with Steve Terrell, which he says, I remember this, I won't rattle on to anything else. And I've said this too, you rather want them when they are fully baked than them half baked. And I did the example about that. We both an example about that, where you take the cake out of the oven and it looks all nice and pretty, and when you bring it out, what happens? What you think is going to happen to show the sign that they not ready? What? It start jiggling in the middle, and you say, I'll be damned, the sucker looked like it was ready. So now you got to push it back in there. You go in, go out. You know, in some ways, when you keep on doing that, what? It starts losing the rise that it has there, because it didn't hit air, and it might fall on you. So again, you might as well just let them go on, stay in there, go on, fix you something else, go watch TV, fix you another dish, some dinner, or whatever it is that you got to do, or watch this video, watch Divine Unisoul's videos, and just keep yourself busy in the meantime. That means work on your mission. You got 3 missions. Thank you. You guys, time to stand. So they tell me that's to wrap it up. You got 3 missions that you can have. Again, yourself, the world, aligning with source and the universe, and also again, what's the 4th one about to be as well? It was something else. I'm telling you, they're working on my mind. So let me stop. It was another one I've got on there. I got to look on there and see. Alignment. Family. Healing for family. That's another one, a 4th way that you've got to, your mission is helping out your family lineage, the epigenetics. That's the other one. Thank you. Okay, I'm off here. They keep downloading things. People keep on calling me. I don't know what this is all about. All right, then. So it's always, thank you. If you're interested in getting your past life regression sessions, remember after August 12th, which is already that, I only have weekends. Everybody has jumped in. I only got weekends left after the 21st. That's it. And remember, August is the end. It's 125 if you want, again, to take advantage of the special. That's 2 hours for past life regression session. Go to AshantiWellnessCenter.com as well for you to be able to get that. Remember, again, I now have also a sponsor, and I'm helping out a friend that makes jewelry as well. So if you love these beauties, I'll call these a splash of white, a splash dance. Earrings here. You can go and look at the end. It is Maria E. It's Lisa's ear candy. She sells these real reasonable, $10. So again, that's go to Instagram. She's selling them there. So that's MARIA, capital E, for that one too as well. I did on the other ones for this one as well. If you're interested in getting these, I think I had did it as well for the young lady. I was very impressed with her jewelry and how much it was. to cost to get this one, and it's very secure as far as it's in here. So I will put that at the end of, or I might put it in the inbox below because I did this straight through. So again, if you're interested in doing that as well, I'll put all this information in the description box below for you as well. All right then, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste and Namago. All right then, make sure you click, like, share, and subscribe to this channel so I can read for you and your person. Those who have been hitting the like button, I thank you so very much for doing that. It is a blessing unto me and a blessing unto you, and it helps me to also motivate me to say again that I am helping you in some form or fashion by doing this. All right then. So all right then, until next time, love you.